Welcome to the Big Creek National Wildlife Reserve. Our original mission this morning was to go to Long Point, but they're not open yet. So, we've discovered this great wad of marshland here, partially owned by Ducks Unlimited, partially by conservation areas. This place has a trail that goes to a viewing tower, and there's just miles and miles of marshy wetland here, so we're going to see if we can hit the viewing tower and see what's going on out there. Wetlands full of all these nice little plants and mud and water and stuff, which is pretty good for the birds, especially the ducks. There's a whole bunch of Canada geese around here. Saw some redheads a few minutes ago, and that's about it so far. This is why the wetlands are important, because they tend to hold the water and filter all the crap out of it, which is awfully nice. And it makes for a great spot for us to come and check out the birdies. Welcome to Long Point National Wildlife Area. We've finally gotten rid of the tents and all the campers. We've found what we're looking for. We just gotta hop over this little chain and we'll be into it. Hop. As you can see here, our reptile tracking is well, relatively unknown. We don't know much about it. As you can see from these tracks, some little tiny thing with the tail, possibly a turtle most likely, came scurrying along this beach, headed out this way, and then the trail suddenly stops with some bird tracks. It might have been a crow. It's the only bird I can think of that approximate size that would actually take out a turtle, though I suppose it could have been anything. Toes aren't webbed, so yeah, that's my guess. Well, some little turtle had an unhappy day. Okay, we have here some turtle eggs. Nice cute little guys. Probably a painted turtle, but you know, I can't really tell. Turtles like to make these little nests in the side of a nice sandy bank, like the one we're sitting on. And they bury their eggs in the ground, and then, well, the eggs dry up once they're hatched, and they turn into these shrivelly little things. It's known as the cleotic egg, as in it contains fluid, which the little turtles use to feed and breathe and all that kind of stuff. And it makes them happy. And they're born with a little tooth that helps them chip through the egg. It's a little soft, a turtle egg, but it works. Unless, of course, somebody comes along and eats them all. But this looks okay. Looks like we had some happy turtles. Welcome to the grapevine. All this little green crap around here, grapes. Yeah. Grapes. That's not blood, that's grape juice. You often see these, usually in a more mature form, hanging off trees, look like big chunks of rope. You know, little kids like to swing on them, and well, so does my cameraman. This is what they're like when they're younger. And I'm gonna be brave and I'm gonna eat one just because it's here. As long as it's a good looking one. That's good looking. So they look a lot like blueberries. They're not. Wow. A wee bit tart, I would say. And seedy. You could live off it, but I wouldn't want it. Yeah, it's a watermelon. It's not an absolutely ginormous turtle egg that we know nothing about. It's a water balloon. is what they call impenetrable woodland. Oh, thankfully, it's short. Remember folks, the wild grape. It is now wrapped around my head. The rest of this stuff is Red Osier dogwood, if you're interested. Hello, little liver froggy. As you can see, this area has recently dried up due to the dead aquatic vegetation. The fact that there's a frog still here, probably looking for, must be some water around here somewhere, else he'd be dead. And you can see all the tracks in here. We've got raccoons, we've got deer. Back when there was water here, there also would have been ducks. There's no water, there's no ducks. But when there was ducks, you had to have a place to put them, especially for, you know, research purposes and whatnot. So we have this wonderful net. Looks like another one over there. But as you can see, due to no ducks and no water, it ain't happening. But we'll go check out the other one anyway. As you can see, this water used to be at least several inches deep, because this here is a freshwater clam, which lives under the water. And he's probably kind of dead by now, being as he lives out here. We're gonna open him up and see if there's anything left inside. Mostly just dirt by the looks of it. And this is why I never use this knife to use food. Nothing. Whatever was left of the clam has turned into nice little mold on the inside. For all those people at home who enjoy crafts, if you can find some nice clay in the water, you can open this up, you can polish this up in here. It looks really pretty. It looks like a pearl sunset. So there you go, craft time. Well, this place is most likely seasonal, flooded, dry this time of year, but wet in the early spring. It does leave some little water guys left. Here we have a little frog. You'll notice he's not spazzing around in my hand because, well, it's all dark and comfy. But, well, he seems to have relaxed a little bit. He's not shaking. Not too much anyway. See the nice color on his legs? That's how he gets the name leopard frog.